370 coaches entered REBBL Season 8, the biggest season on record. Now, just 61 remain, all with their eyes on one prize. After a grueling season, their biggest challenge now lies ahead of them.
Nemo, no! Nemo! You were the chosen one!
Over the next 6 weeks, prepare to experience the highs and the lows of Knockout Blood Bowl. Drama is guaranteed. Welcome to the place where heroes are born. Welcome to the place where legends are made.
Yasin scores! You've got it!
Welcome to the REBBL Playoffs.
Belt dodge. Boy's dead! And Stinger Bell is dead as well! Kool-Aid Convoy's team is falling to pieces. Whoa! Fillet me gnome!
Why would you apple that skin? It's a skin!
Unbelievable, Jeffrey!
This is so tense! 2+ pick up fails! UA Norse are the champions!
Hello, REBBL, and welcome to another playoff cast. And it's me, Full Metal, and I've got a few guests. We've got the man with the deepest voice in the universe. He's not going to have introduced him, but he definitely has the deepest voice in the universe. His name is Steak Mittens.
Hello.
See, deep. We've also got Mr. XS.
Good day, guys. I can't give a statement's voice. Best voice in REBBL, man.
Do I sound like I'm on old-time radio?
He is...
You could pass for it, man. God damn. So good.
Right, we've got a match, gentlemen. We've got more Nurgle, because, you know what we thought we didn't have enough of this playoff season? Like, what didn't we have enough of? We didn't have enough Stink, we didn't have enough Nurgle. So we've got the Royal Rumble boys under Agrain. Now, Agrain is no stranger to playoffs. He was here 2 seasons ago. And Kylo fed his love. He was here 2 seasons ago with Orcs. You may remember every stream ever having the question, is that a pass block Orc lineman? Whenever he was featured.
That's him? Oh, no way.
This is the guy who had a dirty player pass block Orc lineman, yes. And he now has a Nurgle team. He's got a Beast of Nurgle with Guard, he's got a Nurgle Warrior with Mighty Blow, Claw, Block, and Guard. That block was scarily late in selection, I feel. We've got a block Mighty Blow Warrior, we've got a block Guard Warrior, we've got another block Guard Warrior, we've got a block Mighty Blow, Tackle, Claw, Killer Pestigore, we've got another Killer Pestigore that doesn't have Tackle, we've got a Ball Carrier with plus Strength, Block, and Shoot Hands, which is really nice. We've got a bit of a runny aroundy, takey the bally, offy people. Oh, what do we call those? Ball Hawks, that's the one, with plus Movement, Wrestle, and Tackle. And we've got Randy Orton, the utility dirty player kicker on One Piece. I used to have one of those till someone minus strengthed it. Grrr, Hiruma.
I mean, it's no things that make you go, ugh, but it's certainly an Nurgle team.
It's a nicely built Nurgle team, to be fair.
It
now,
is, for sure.
I chatted to Agrain before the game as well, to get a heads up on a few of the decisions that I was interested in. Because I normally run... Anyone who's seen my team knows I run a much bigger bench than this. And he actually stated he cut down the bench to try and minimise the old inducements.
Oh, it's interesting. Well, Andy's team is pretty high TV as well, so it's not too hard to minimize the inducements, but like you said, at some point with Nurgle, you just sort of give up on the fact that your opponents are going to have them.
Oh, yeah.
Just sort of go all in, but when they're already pretty close in TV, I don't think it's actually a bad idea at all. Just Andy Davos.
Yeah, I'm with you there, dude. It's I fully think that there's a point where you just go, I'm giving up a wizard every game, pretty much to everyone anyway, so let's just go, guess it's going to go big, right? And then I can foul a lot.
Yeah, man. Just embrace the critical blows, and you know, there's only so much the wizard can do eventually when you're 2100 TB every game. Right?
Now we've got an opposite kind of a team on the other side. Davos Dark Delights, coached by Andy Davos. It's apparently the most boring Dark Elf team in REBBL, if Andy is to be believed. He's actually bored of this team, believe it or not. because apparently like 10 blodge isn't enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I all that bloods, man. I too am bored of blood step and bloods.
9 blood.
Oh, just 9. Okay, that's fine.
I can't talk about this team, guys, because it's boring, apparently. So we're not going to talk about the team, because I don't want to bore you.
Look at that blitzer, man. Bloods guard and money blow.
It's so
Bloods
nice,
and
isn't
blood
it?
step. It's
Now-
such a... What? He just needs tackle, really. That's it. What else do you want for a blitzer?
He has suffered quite a bit of attrition during the season. I've seen some good players die on this team, so that's a problem.
Oh, there's good players dead? I don't see him. I see him on the pitch.
But we're going to jump straight into the match, because, you know, they've started. Because they gave me literally no notice that they were definitely going live. But they are live. So what would you guys say is going to be going on in this match? Who would you guys predict to win?
Well, on the one hand, yeah, sure, it's a boring quote Dark Elf team, but that's so much blodge, and there's like 2 tackle on the Nurgle side. Yeah, Nurgle are Nurgle doing Nurgly things, but I think the Dark Elves have like the speed and the blodge and stuff to be able to just stay away from them and golf stuff. So I think I'd probably give this to Andy.
Andy!
like in a very wishy-washy sort of way.
Confidence. Yeah, I think they'll be pushing blodge uphill. Honestly, it's just gonna be a sad time. Like all the tackle and wrestle will do in the world will do you good, but you know,
Yeah.
if you can't find any removals consistently and early, I think best case Nurgle's paying for OT. Honestly, at this point.
We do have John Cena, the Pestigore, the Mighty Blow Block Tackle Claw one, who is very likely going to be super critical for Igraine in this matchup. So if he can keep him alive and make him do work, then we have a...
Ooh.
Well, that's a start.
No. The Undertaker taking a rock to the face. Can you remember the Undertaker getting dropped off Hell in a Cell? Or I don't know what happened there.
1998, Hell in a Cell, through a table, whatever.
That's not a
Instant
bad
Reddit
kick, though, given there's no sure hands. And if Andy was to drop a Snake Eyes, which has happened to coaches on pickups in playoff games so far, this could go horrifically wrong very, very quickly.
That's true. It's also on the sideline, so if he does fail, we have another skater shot.
I will absolutely adhere to that request, Steve. That doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah. Obsessives.
Holler out to Swagtus there for the 6 months in a row on the Tier 1 sub. Thank you, my dude. Very much appreciated. Welcome back to the Metalheads, and I really, really appreciate it, dude. Even if you do hate my team, with a burning passion. Swagtusk really hates my Nurgle team.
He
I
hates
think
Nurgle
everybody
too,
who
man.
isn't you hates the Nurgle
Yeah.
team, really. I mean, I like it, but I don't have to play it, so that's fine.
Like, Swag, come on, you're not Crusader. Don't be Crusader. Don't ever be Crusader, my boys. No, Stouticus, yeah. T0 rocks in Nurgle Warriors. To be fair, there's a reason I run a rock stadium, dude.
Yeah, we had quite a discussion about that the other day, whether or not you do the Rock Stadium or the Anti-Riot one as like a Nurgle type team, and I think it depends on your TV, as a lot of things do.
Yeah,
So
it's an
the
interesting
conclusion
choice.
we came to.
Anyone who doesn't know Steak Mittens, by the way, he is a REBBL coach coming up to REBBL this season,
It's true.
and he is a Nurgle coach, so there's more of them coming up.
Oh boy. Excellent. It's just a
Well, it was a Nurgle team until the playoff match I had, which killed all my good players.
Hello, Larkstar. I can't say it, but I want to say it, but yeah, well in, man. Well in. My beast of minus every to Roxarador. No, that's not the one. I'd love to have one, but I can't. No, I get it. I mean, there is a point. The worst part about Nurgle as well, when you get to the bloat level, that, like, obviously I'm at, is I don't make money anymore. I rolled a 6 for winnings and won the other day, and got 30k.
Jeez. Yeah, in my playoff match, both my ball carrying Pestigore and my killer Nurgle Warrior died.
Oh, wow.
Straight up death. So now I don't have a ball carrier, but I'm still 1500 TV. So going into REL as 1500 TV without a ball carrier, I think is dumb. So
You'll be fine.
I'm going to play in the open and see if I can get in there.
You playing in the open, you madman, coming out of nowhere and just going, I'll play in the open. What could go wrong?
Yeah, why not?
It's not napoli dangerous. I think nothing good bad could happen there.
This beast has really actually corralled up the Dark Elves, but that's a big kick in the teeth there. Right in the neck, in fact.
Just a casual armor break on that beast.
That's going to be huge for Davos. That's going to allow him to move around a lot next turn.
Oh, yeah, well, he had like 5 elves stuck up on him, so especially since he's stunned, that's going to be a pain. The Nurgle are going to want to, move and get in the way of where Davos wants to go, and unless you just say, I need to leave a player next to this beast, that beast is... Right, he's going to have such a hard time getting back in, because 2 turns from now, I don't know if you have a spare player to walk over and counter the really stupid.
Yeah, I just want to give a couple of quick shout-outs to chat there. Jeff coming in and saying Steak Mittens is actually awesome, so that's cool. Big fan of yours there. Can't find a good username is a long-time viewer of mine from way back when. Old friend I used to raid in WoW with. How the hell are you doing, my friend? It is very marvellous to see you. We've got Swag Tusk just generally hating me. And Dave
McNaughton calling me the shit Wonder Twin, as per usual.
Well, let's be honest. The other Wonder Twin is actually the wild card from REBBL this season, so...
The other Wonder Twin wouldn't be playing Blood Bowl if I didn't tell him to. So, go with that. I brought him into this. I brought you into this world, I can take you out again.
You don't hit me? No, I know, Swag Tusk. And I appreciate it. Now, do we think we're going to target this guard Blitzer with Mighty Blow? Because I feel like we should.
The temptation is either that or a witch, right?
I mean,
yeah, well, he's got the hit with Stone Cold Steve Austin on a guard Blitzer.
Yeah, and even if he doesn't find the POW, sidestep basically screws this guy because of where everyone's positioned. Because with a follow-up, if he sidesteps in front of where Stone Cold is now, right onto the REBBL logo, which is upside down, unfortunately, because I very kindly switched field sides for Steve. So if anyone's upset that the REBBL logo is upside down, take it out on Steve. But if he sidesteps right directly into the REBBL logo, all you do is follow Stone Cold Steve Austin, mark 3 Dark Elves at the same time, and completely leave a free blitz from John Cena. Because you don't even have to
say. John Cena was available to hit one of the Witch Elves, but it wasn't an easy hit with GFIs, and there's an easy target.
That's an early start.
Oh, damn.
What was it?
I was going to say you blitzed that lineman, or that he blitzed and killed. So clearly, I was the right play here.
That was a big apple as well, just on a block guard lineman, and there's plenty of those going around. I'm unsure if that's value.
Yeah, like I said, he's got 2 babes with his inducements, right? Doesn't have the fame because A grades at +12 Bamfad I checked before the game started. That's ballsy, man. Like, especially because you've got all this valuable blitzers that are, the Witch Dancer, all nice pieces you'd like to appo if they die, and plenty of Claw Tackle and Mighty Blow floating around too. Battles will happen. Like, this is Blood Bowl. 6s get rolled and players will die. Like,
yeah, I mean, a couple of responses in chat. Zinj, I saw you sneak in, and you were absolutely right. Tailwind Apple's going to get messy. Haringzod quite accurately suggesting that player cannot see John Cena because he's dead. Right, yeah. Steve points out that Andy is retiring the team. And Simon says there's only one player on the team he truly cares about, which is the Mighty Blood Guard. But my argument is, right, you've just appoed to death. That's a 50-50. If you truly are playing competitively, you appo badly hurt because it comes back every time. If he'd have rolled a 4+ on that appo, he'd have blown his appo and still lost the player for the game. So I'm not a fan. I understand.
Turn 1 appos are really scary. You still get 15 more turns of Nurgle.
And at minimum, there's potentially OT as well on top of that too.
For sure.
Yeah, big. Andy is re-rolling to Dark Elves because
why?
Because this team is boring and he wants to fish for some more doubles and stats.
Oh, we got a POW.
Uh-oh. There's Mighty Blow. And there's an hour break.
Done for the game.
Oh, I bet you wish you had your apple now, son.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a massive out.
I'm sorry, but can I just get really, really far in here? I called that.
Yep. That's the guard elf down, which is going to be such a huge deal in this matchup.
That's the Mighty Blow elf god. too.
I mean,
Same peak.
at this point, Agrin keeps John Cena safe. You make sure the elves can't see him, and then he just punches somebody every turn with him.
That's
and
not making it
suddenly we win.
Some big response in chat. Spirit Crusher straight in. Oh baby, and yeah, and Steve very rightly pointing out that it was a good call. And as I've always said, Rule 1 of Rebel is metal is always right. Rule 2 of Rebel is if metal isn't correct, see Rule 1.
Is it bad taste to use Andy Davos emotes against his own players? 'Cause I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. That was Mr. Christie is absolutely correct. It was incredibly ironic that that blitzer was a badly hurt, which I was absolutely advocating using the Apple for.
Yeah, keeping that guard piece on the field would have been huge, and just having the Apple available to just keep an elf on the field rather than maybe one doesn't die is probably.
This is how the 4th Doctor died the other day. It is indeed Harry Zod. You're absolutely correct. This was Metal right about 11 point Britannia. Well.
Well, didn't they lose August? Yeah, I think the Snowball's going to bounce to start, surely, right? I mean,
Agrin's got to be feeling happy about this. I mean, he's
oh god, yeah,
11 versus 9 on his drive, and more importantly, even though one of those players is coming back, that's not good. Oh, you've burnt a reroll as well of Andy's. I mean, this was always the attrition game for Agrin. He's going to pick a player, he's going to knock them down, he's probably going to dirty play them if they don't get injured. I mean, I think that's the game that he plays. He's going to fish for powers wherever he's based up anywhere else. I don't hate this. I don't hate this playstyle. He knows he's probably given up a score because it's Dark Elves, right?
Yeah,
That's
it just
fine.
becomes a matter of how fast can I make him score. Because if you can make him score on turn 2 or 3, then you're pretty happy. If it ends up as 5 or 6, then you're feeling a lot of pressure for him.
I like that Macaulay. Playoff so far. Your opponent cannot win if they don't have players. It reminds me of Starship Troopers. Your opponent cannot press a button if you disable their hand with a dagger. You know? Anyone? Starship Troopers fans? Come on. Everyone's gone really quiet.
Crickets.
God. Have you guys not seen Starship Troopers?
I have not, actually.
Steak Mittens, stop casting this with me and go and watch Starship Troopers and come back when you're done.
This is more fun, though.
It's a really good movie, honestly. Worth checking out.
The good news is that he didn't have to, or Agrin didn't have to get his players too far committed places, so he has an easy time getting that beast back up. There's nowhere really good to put it yet, but it's at least available for next turn. If he can get some of these warriors involved with these dark elves, he'll be able to hopefully put that beast somewhere nice next turn if the elves don't score.
God, chat, I love you. I love the guys in chat who are coming through with the quotes. They're so good. Right, big problem for Davos here is he's just going to be giving up another hit, and it's gonna be bad.
not a pal fish.
Oh my word! Just, you know what? Blodge apparently is not a problem if you power ninja everything.
Oh, wow! You hot, man.
Okay.
That hurt. Another one.
Why don't my injury dice do this?
Yeah, I know, right? Look at that. It's, buddy, 11 into 10. This game's easy, man. Jeez.
Blodge?
I literally-
A-Grain don't care about no stinking Blodge.
I literally just played Dark Elves as orcs and was getting out-removed by the Dark Elves, even though I had Mighty Blow. And then I see this. I just feel so bad about it.
I'm ready with a shade, though.
We are 3 for 3 on knockdowns, by the by. He's literally has 3 players. Yeah, well, I mean, he was going to re-roll, right? A-Grain's just helping him along the way.
I imagine we see a blitz from John Cena on probably Marna's stoop at this point.
I don't know, I might hit Baby Davos, you know?
I fully agree with that one.
Or Steve. Actually, you know what? I would absolutely forget using John Cena, because he's going to get his level some other way. I'd bring Triple H down and nail a pedigree straight through Steve, because Steve has no block, no guard. Sorry, no block, no dodge. And he's got leader. I would put him down in a heartbeat.
Ooh. It's not a bad target. He's run away.
I'm still looking at it from the Nurgle view. I need to switch, because he said down and I got really confused.
Oh, that's Steve. Oh, is he going to reroll? I might, you know. I might greed this. It's sidestep, so he's going to get his killer locked up if he doesn't find the knockdown. I'd re-roll this.
You think? There it is. Nah, nothing.
It's not rewarded.
Oh, when he does and doesn't get it. That's unfortunate.
Now, the only reason why I think I would have rather had the killer down this way, like on the person he blitzed or on Marna's stoop, is that if Andy then commits to the left side now, you're forcing him to score basically next turn, or else you're threatening a whole bunch of hits.
No, I'm with you. I totally get behind that. But, like I say, I think targeting the leader when he's on a naked, essentially a naked player, no block, no dodge, is massive.
Yeah, I guess there's two different sort of... If he commits really hard to the I just want to remove your player's playstyle, the removing a leader was probably the better choice. But if he's actually trying to defend this a little bit, then I think what he did...
He's abandoned the beast and then just rolls a casual 4+.
Okay.
He's GFI'd as well! Alright, no worries.
Well, he's got the beast on the witch now, so that's the thing. Which means the witch is not likely to leave, and then you can get a free Mighty Blow hit on it with Stone Cold. Give him the stunner.
I mean, Spirit, what can I say, Chapsu? I'm a consummate professional at all times. I'm glad I'm not the only one who's going to get at that. Says that will not be the case. That was a bit of a rhyme. Never mind. One rule: everybody fights no one quits. If you don't do your job, I'll kill you myself. Welcome to the... Oh my god, yeah, Roughnecks, man.
To push, but
oh god, Davos seen a surf, boys. He's seen a surf.
Surf's up. With the ball carrier, this could be scary if it goes poorly, but it doesn't look like it's going to.
Oh,
never mind.
This is gonna be fine! As he rolls a 1. No, nothing could possibly go wrong, guys.
oh boy.
Oh! Ric Flair taking a kicking from the crowd. They clearly are unhappy with this decision. Missed next game. Oh, and regen fails. That's actually... That's huge for Davos.
Yeah, that's a...
It's no John Cena, but that's still a good piece. That's the
That's
wrestle
just-
tackle one.
Mm.
Yeah, that's your second.
That's your hawk. That's a big problem. Oh, no,
7
tentacles. I don't like this positioning, because if he fails anything now, if he rolls a 1 on a dodge out on any one of his players, he cannot screen that witch from getting chucked into the crowd herself.
Yeah, he's got a 1 die on surfing that witch right now.
He's got a 2 die
Or
if he
2 die, yeah,
brings up
use
at a
the
single assist, yeah. Oh, he's rolled a 1, but he gets the reroll on the dodge. Oh, you can imagine his butthole was puckering at that point. Is that Ric Flair? No, Ric Flair's not the yes guy. That's the dude with the beard.
That's
Brian
Brian.
something?
yeah. Yeah.
One die pal. Disgusting.
Disgusting. Daniel
Yeah,
Bryan.
That means it's,
If that had been a
This is-
skull, that'd have been a really good way to get a good player killed, right?
Yeah.
that's the surf basically off. So, yeah, I was
Nice.
gonna say,
Another pow
instantly
foul.
take the
Oh,
Mighty Blow hit
there's
on the
another
witch.
pow with Mighty Blow.
You felt that right.
Oh, you absolutely
free
fine.
it,
If you can free up Randy Orton, or you're willing to do a 3+ dodge. I mean, suppose you could non-dirty player it with Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Austin's the woo guy. I wasn't putting much heart into it. Sorry, boys. Not a pal this time.
So I think Andy or A-Grain just pressure and try to force Andy to score next turn. You really don't want him to stall this longer than he is going to. So take as many removal attempts as you have the option to, but also make sure you're pressuring so that Andy feels pressured to actually score. Because if he gets away and stalls for the next few turns, you're not having a good time.
I think no. I called Ric Flair the woo guy. Steve Austin's the stunner guy. I was talking to chat and not the actual referring to the game. I think I'd bring up a couple of assists and make this a 3 dice on Artemis. It's not hard to make that a 3 dice. If you bring literally a Pestigore into Mark and one of these warriors, you can blitz from the ground with John Cena and go gun for a straight 3 dice.
Yeah, you could do that.
I like 3 dice and elves. It makes me happy.
Especially when you're down tackle or don't have a whole lot of tackle, it is a really good plan. I mean, John Cena has tackle, but that's the only player who does currently. Let's just take the 2.
Well, what do I know, eh?
Well, If E3 died, that would have been a knockdown, very clearly.
Yeah.
Come on.
Probably his 9 steps on the dirty player. Nah. Ooh, no dirty player. No dirty player fouls.
Well, he can 3+ dodge. I mean, to be fair.
Rotters are at G3. Like,
Yeah, rotters are actually pretty good. They're not zombies.
I'm always surprised. Zombies are really good too, man.
Yeah, no, but they're not like rotter good in my mind. I mean, the regen is so much better, of course, and the lack of decay. But the actual stat line on a rotter is surprisingly good.
Yeah, having played a bunch of Nurgle and then switching to undead and like forgetting that the zombies are edgy is a thing that I do not care to admit.
Which you just did.
Yep.
I mean, oh, by the by, guys, I just want to let you know that I've seen the round of 32 intro,
Don't tease me.
and it's better than the round of 64 intro.
Oh,
Stop
don't say
it.
that.
No, it is. You know when you go like Haringzod can't possibly get better, right?
Metal.
Like
You can only become so aroused.
he's just. I hope he's going to use the rookie to put in a 1 assist foul. It's AV7 and it's a witch elf. It's a valuable player. There's no apple. You can't blodge a dirty player. Well, you can't blodge kick to the teeth.
Where's the
what
foul?
Agrain.
Oh,
I'm
he's going the
disappointed.
wrong way.
Disappointed in the lack of fouling.
I'm
Wrong
so
witch elf. On the ground.
It's an armor 7 witch elf. I would take that foul 1,000,000% of the.
Yeah, no, every day. Yeah, Haringzod has gone even further beyond. Like, the one thing Agrain can't afford to do is to lose this pressure that he's built up. He needs to keep the numbers rolling in his favour, and I think not taking that foul is kind of backing away from that. I mean, it is a bit crazy trying to hurt someone who's literally called Baby Davos. That obviously feels kind of weird.
Well, that said,
Punching babies.
is one thing you got to consider is with that with his ballhawk going down, he is down to no bench. So if he's ever to get sent off, he goes down to 10 players.
Yeah, but Davos is also at no bench and down.
Yeah, but it's still no guarantee. And elves generally play better. Davos better than,
has
say,
spotted a surf,
Nurgle would.
boys.
Surf's up. Although it does mean he's not scoring this turn, so he's gonna have to be careful to not leave that ball exposed, or he's getting punched.
I don't understand how he can screen this off effectively. I don't think
Neither do I.
I don't see how he's got enough players. And
He just realised it.
he's going to have a based cage if he's not careful. There we go. I mean, that's a POW. Oh well, that's on a surf, is it? He's thinking of re-rolling this. Like, only Andy Davo would be unhappy with a POW, right?
Yeah. Well, he gets a stun, which is essentially the same because they're gonna be scoring next.
He has to wrap
Very
this Mana Stoop blitzer around, though, because if he doesn't, you know, John Cena's just going to slip right into Eva's Fury's DMs. There we go.
There you go. He's safe.
I think safe on this pitch is a bold claim.
Yeah, he doesn't really have a way to get at the ball. I mean, you could like base it with tackle or something, but it's still just so it doesn't roll.
Triple H with the spine buster.
Aim for more removals, and try to you really need to try to prevent from stalling. Like it's already pretty bad. Nurgle are slow. 5 is hard. You don't want it to be 4 or 3.
I think 5 is doable. Anything short, I find 5 okay. Anything shorter than 5 feels bad. This guy's going to get pounded.
The other thing you can do is just like was said earlier, you just straight up go for overtime, right? And spend the next. Who cares if Andy takes till turn 8? That means I have another 5 turns to punch you, and he's going to have to sacrifice players to screen off the ball if he's trying to stall that long. And you can go with like attrition play
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
overtime.
You just got to not give Davo his serfs. I think is the big thing. If you give him too many serfs, you're going to end up with players like poor old Ric Flair, who got ejected into the crowd. Pounded harder than a China sex tape. Well, that's certainly a thing. That'd be so much more appropriate if this was the Royal Rumble Boyz versus Brazzers.
It hasn't been 48 hours yet. I can't talk about the game that I wanted to say something about.
Yeah, I can throw. I'm saying it's hard. I didn't say it was impossible. Because the problem with Agi5 is, it still only moves 6 squares, and it's getting through the enemy lines. It's finding your rolls.
And he's still about, what, at least 3 blood step still up? At least. Well, he's got 2 gone down already, I know, but... blood step's such a pain to deal with.
Gentlemen, I'm going to need to leave you with the cast for just 1 minute. I've just got to pick up a phone call. I'll be right back. Be exciting, be interesting, be fun.
Quick, everybody riot!
Run!
The Supreme Overlord is gone. We can do what we want.
We're free! We're free at last!
Can someone steal the keys? I need to unlock my shackles.
Yep. Nah, I got handcuffs, man. I'm stuck. So what do you do here, really? I mean, you're just gonna bat. What would you? He's gonna blitz.
Well, you got to blitz one of the dark elves that are screening off and see if you can. You can't really open a hole, and you can't really, can't really get on the ball. The best you can do, I think, here is pressure. Make him Andy feel like he needs to score, so you still have 5 turns, or 4 turns at least, or you have the option of just playing for overtime, like I said before, where we're just going to take as many hits as possible and see if we can remove more elves.
Well, that's an unfortunate Snake Eyes.
That's a quick first goal.
I didn't even notice.
Holes. So far, this guy literally died and got appoed. Then we had this. That's a badly hurt. Oh. He's down. He's still got his dirty player available. I would foul literally anything, by the way.
Anything, yeah. You have a dirty player, just do it. Just do it.
You can actually get to the Blodge Stepper, by the by. Don't foul that line elf, foul the Blodge Stepper. Get an extra assist up, and then kick it in the head.
Well, that's a pain.
I kind of agree with Steve as well. He's given up the tent on the block lino. But I know why he did it, because he wanted to free up the dirty player.
You also could have put the beast on a blitzer and a line elf, which would have prevented them from helping to screen off next turn.
I think that's what he's going to do. But
put him right in between Hellboy and Dagoth.
Yeah. He comes a blood step foul.
Yeah, I like this. I like him going around the horn for this foul.
Kick him.
Come on.
Got one.
That's good. Gets away with it too.
Got him.
And yeah. So we're down to 3 blood step, only 1 left on the pitch.
Crunch. Yeah, the ref is fine with that, by the by.
He loves it, man.
He loves it. It's worthy of note that every other injury apart from that initial death that Andy took has been badly hurt. Now, Andy might go nuts and try and surf this dirty player here.
Maybe.
Well,
it is Andy.
There are some serious style points if you can pull it off, man. But
it's quite easy to do. He's just forcing himself to score if he does it. He moves Mana Stoop into the middle of the warrior, the pesty, and the dirty player. Puts 2 players on the line above that, so there's like 3 dark elves in a line, and then swings Baby Davo in, hits him from below, pushes him again, and Randy Orton goes to the crowd. I genuinely think Andy's going to do that and then score.
I would not be surprised if that's what Andy goes for. It is Andy after all.
This just in Metal's referee. To be fair, there's only been 1 foul. 1.
it was good.
It was a good foul. I know, I'm just saying, you can't say because the ref didn't call the first foul in the entire match, it's all on me. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't call any fouls, but that's not the point.
Despite the Dark Elves being about to score here, this is actually surprisingly a good spot for the Nurgle to be in, considering the number of removals that have happened. There's still 8 more turns of being able to punch, and then potentially another 8 if you play for overtime. That's a lot of potential elf removals.
Steve says he was betting on Andy, but now he's pressing X to doubt. He didn't say pressing X. I added that myself, but there's definitely some smashing of the X button.
I don't remember who I tipped.
I think the smart money was simply on Andy because of Agrain's lack of tackle. Agrain is a good coach. He's done very well this season. He's been to playoffs before, so he knows what's up.
He's going for it.
Oh,
he's going for that surf.
He's going to play it a different way than I saw it, but that's fine.
Wait, what?
Is he not?
No.
Oh, no. Apparently, I tipped the Nurgle, so hooray!
Okay. Can someone go and check Andy's temperature and see if he's feeling okay? He went for the killer. I like that, but
I mean, it's also the only tackle he has. Which is
Yeah, run to the smart boy.
although having said that, it's not exactly like he's needed the tackle.
No. He's been fishing out pals every
I mean,
month.
that's true.
But yeah, no, I think backing Agrain isn't a big ask. I mean, it's a big ask given the one tackle. It's not offensive at all to Agrain's ability or Andy's ability. Andy's a great coach, but having that many Blodge Elves is a nightmare for Nurgle. I mean, you must know this yourself, Steak Mittens. When you play Nurgle and you see that many Blodge, you're like, yeah, what do I do?
Considering I have 0 tackle, yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna say if he leaves Jarlax, the Bloods guy Yapper on the line of LS, I'm gonna be like,
He kind of has to. Who else does he put on the LOS?
The stuff that the non-Bloods pieces. Like, yes, it's hard, isn't it?
The non-blood piece, there's 2 of them, and I know why he's not. He's riding Blodge because he has.
Yeah,
to.
well, that hasn't been working so far.
No, I know, but he has to because if he puts
right?
Thelas and El Mato on the line, they just start getting nailed by Mighty Blow players, and his attrition just skyrockets.
Well, I mean, those are 4 to score. It's durable. He's still got 2 rerolls and fame. I would love to see a rock, just for good karma.
We've already seen a rock. We don't
more
need
rocks,
more
man.
rocks.
Look, rock the line at the episode.
Oh my god, McNugget, I love you for all of these random... We must meet this threat with our courage, our valor, indeed with our very lives to ensure that Delph civilization, not Nurgle, dominates this galaxy, now and always. Join the mobile infantry and save the galaxy. Service guarantees citizenship. Would you like to know more?
Oh boy, Barry defense is fine.
It's 2018.
Gets over 10.
Oh god, that's such a touch.
That's a kick.
This could either win Andy the game or lose Andy the game. Or lose him the drive at least. Very, very rapidly. If this is a touchback, Agrain is over the moon. If this isn't a touchback, he's got a lot of problems.
So worst kick is what? Bottom, very far right, next to the 2 Bloods, next to the 2 Elves and the sideline, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the darkest timeline?
That's a dark timeline, to be fair. But yeah, before we got this perfect defense, I was going to talk about how I would have liked to have seen Agrain start blitzing through, take hits on the line, and then either instead of blitzing Blodge players, I reckon he needs to hit Thelas and El Mato as a priority. And of course,
just the
Steve.
removals. Less players, more better.
kill anything and everything rather than specific. I wouldn't hate that. Just go for the easy, soft targets that are easy to bring down.
What's on the line now? You got what? A soft target, a witch, or a runner? What's on the line?
I think you've got to put a soft target on the line because he wants to commit those.
No,
two
you have
players
to.
inside.
Yeah, because you got those 2 on the right. They're fantastic there, but
I mean, he could use
the
Baby
witch.
Davos. It's going to be the witch. I understand.
Oh.
He could, I understand the Blodge, there's so little tackle for the Nurgle that you can kind of ride the Blodge, like you said, to see if it will keep you alive, but giving up Mighty Blow hits is so scary.
You know what I'd be tempted to do here? I'd be tempted to not take hits on the line on these players, and maybe just take 1 hit with the Beast onto Dagoth.
Don't mind.
Rey Mysterio has
619.
no problems with what's going on right now. No, I'd be tempted here to take a hit with the Beast, and even if it's just a push.
Peace. Back to the ball. Bye.
Peace.
See you later.
Now the scary part of this is Davos does have a leap strip baller.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a It's got a cage ready to roll, elite cage ready.
Yeah, but that's a naked rotter. That doesn't have sure hands, it doesn't have block, it doesn't have anything. That ball is going down next turn. Because that's the way Davos has to play. He has to go aggro here.
Wait. I don't remember how many guard players are. I need this block to finish before I can look. He can get guard on every corner, essentially, though, which would make the lead potentially difficult. Oh, that was casual.
Yeah, you didn't want that. Things he didn't want, all of that. Because if that cage corner had gone down, my word, that would have been horrific for him.
Yeah, you can move the beast, or no, you can actually. The beast is kind of. Or you haven't blitzed yet.
So move the dirty player out. Switch the dirty player for a Nurgle warrior. There you go.
Because you can get guard on enough corners of the cage where the leap is pretty disincentivized.
I think against a naked player, the leap is always incentivized. It's so easy to bring it down. It's on double red, even on red dice. You know, it's not a problem. I mean, he's setting up for the anti-leap, so he's already got the 2 rotters in the center to make it a red dice.
Yep.
But you've got wrestle and strip ball. You've got everything you need. As long as you don't roll a skull on either dice, you've got this.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably gonna blitz Dagoth here, and then you can free up the beast to go somewhere if you want to put him on like the witch or something. But that's not the witch you really care about right now.
He cannot activate the beast. If he blocks with the beast, he is mental.
No, you can't at this point.
You could be massively disappointed that you only got pushes with the killer. John Cena hasn't really lived up to his initial performance, has he?
Well, the Dark Elves can't see him, I guess.
Yeah, you're correct, Steve. Greenhorn, you can play 4. Open Invitation, you can play 3.
5 Knuckle Shuffle, not accomplishing anything.
He is trying to make this as hard as possible to get in there, but it's still going to be a 2 dice rather than a 3 dice. That guy's left.
Yeah, he's like, peace.
Randy Orton has gone rogue.
So it looks like he almost had a cage within the cage.
You know, I'd have been almost tempted to put, like, this rotter edge near a sideline. Like, I know how Andy thinks.
Just to bait the surf?
Yeah.
Look, a surf. Ooh, let's go do that instead of leaping.
Yeah, he can't sack your ball if he's surfing a random dude, yeah?
Yeah, and it's just a rotter. Why not?
We're going to see the leap here. There's absolutely going to see the leap.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's setting up for it with the blodge. I mean, you can't go full man's contact if you're not going to go in. Or is he just going for the corner? I don't know. Because that's an unneeded mark now.
Yeah, I don't know why you put the mark there. Just going for the leap.
Leap is good.
Care so little about the 2 guard pieces.
Got exactly what he needed.
Anyway.
Take them both down here, right?
Yeah, you absolutely take the both down so the ball scatters less far. If you take a push, the ball scatters further. Because
that's a good scatter.
Yeah, that's
really good scatter.
I was really hoping that would just land in the sure hands guy's hands. And be like, okay, thanks. Now I don't have to hand off.
Actually, I see why he put that second mark there. He put that second mark there to force a 3+ off of Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense, because he could try and clear up Hellboy if Hellboy was on there alone with a blitz. Or a lucky double pow, but with 2 marks on there, he needs a pow on Undertaker and a blitz action through Thelas as well.
Yeah, he wants to be able to get the ball with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, so that witch is getting fouled, right?
Oh, God, yeah. There's a dirty player within range. You absolutely kick her in the head. I would be okay to leave that ball on the floor, cage the ball as opposed to a player with the ball, and just hit elves. Agrain does not need to score this drive. He just needs to kill as many of these Dark Elves as possible.
You can't strip ball if the ball's on the floor.
This is true. I mean, and if you leap on it and don't roll the 6 you need to pick it up, you end your turn.
Yep.
It's almost safer on the floor than in someone's hands.
Remember, coming past that. That's a 2-5.
That's an AV7 falling on his face. He's trying to protect the witch from the dirty player.
Oh,
and he didn't.
It didn't work.
Oh, Jamus, there is attrition on the elves.
Yeah. There's another pal. Here it comes.
Uh-oh.
He's fine.
This is a lot of based elves. This is a lot of hits and a foul we're about to see.
Oh,
Another
double
pal.
pals.
He's found 2 powers and 2 blocks so far. This is, well, 3 powers and 2
don't
blocks.
foul him. He needs assist for the foul.
He also needs marks on the ball, unless he's just going to roll some silly dice.
There's a beast on it.
No, you don't care about... You don't foul the runner, you foul the witch elf. Every day of the week.
That witch elf is what... If that witch elf goes out, you win the game.
I would argue that you do, yeah.
It's so very little that Andy can do to stop you from scoring if that leap, strip ball, tackle, wrestle is gone.
He's in a game where he can actually remove both witches in the same turn.
Yeah, the problem we've got is... His cage is ridiculously bad.
Yeah.
I almost
Well,
feel like he's
on-
relying on Triple H just rando picking it up, or he's relying on Hulk Hogan doing a 3+.
I mean, I would still take the blitz on Baby Davo with John Cena, and then you could turn around and go back to mark up the ball with him. Keeps the ball a bit safer, and you also get another hit on a witch, which you want to take all the time.
Oh, the Beast! The Beast, lads! The Beast is going.
Yep.
He's on the move.
And now you don't necessarily have to take that hit because the witch elf.
No,
is not
no,
gonna
he's
beast, but
moved
still...
there to take a 3 dice.
Fair enough.
That's a 3 dice
You don't have
blitz.
You don't have to, but I'd still want. That's what I was gonna say.
And the best part about the 3 dice is, even if you only get a push, the witch stays on the beast.
Tentacles, yeah. Only issue is that I think you're not gonna. The foul on me is good, man. Right?
Yeah, well, you take the hit on the witch with the blitz from John Cena, and then you just turn right around and go back onto the ball or onto the witch to
But
do
you
fouling.
you still the cage up as well. No, what's it?
He's going the other way. He's trying to make this... Oh, he's found another POW. There's a lot of POWs raining on Andy Davo today. And,
This one is tackle, though.
yeah, that was poop as well.
He's still fine because now you can get 2 dice on the block lineman as well with Hogan.
Yeah, but why would you want to when you need the guy to pick up the ball? Oh, he's just rolled another POW!
Yeah, raining pals, man. He's probably gonna pick up with Triple H.
It's raining pows.
That's Schuttenheim. I love Schuttenheim. He's one of my favourite people in the entire Rebel. And he's just rolled in and went, yeah, airplane's gonna go and crash. I'm watching postseason Blood Bowl. For anyone who doesn't know Shooty, he's a air traffic controller. What are you doing? Are we gonna
Foul with the ball.
No, he's passing to someone. What the hell? This is madness.
I want the foul. Foul.
What is this?
I don't know.
Where's the
He's gonna dodge with the rudder, the edge.
What?
You have to foul it.
He's not fouling at this. You're either fouling with a Chaos Warrior, or you're dodging with the Rodder to foul, or you're not fouling.
Where's the ball gonna go?
Potato. Well, he's trying to even it up before going into his drive, which I guess makes sense.
Potatoes.
You know what you could have done with the ball, like on the.
He has to actually. Here's the thing, right? This might seem crazy,
to knock down Hellboy.
but 2 GFI doesn't. If he hits Hellboy, it makes it worse for himself. All he needs to do is not GFI there because he's in blitz range. If he'd have GFI'd 1 square out, he couldn't have been hit. But he stayed in field. Yeah, he could be marked, but he GFI'd to the wrong place.
Yeah, no, why are you pushing him forward?
Yeah, helping him! Stop helping him!
Oh, right, sidestep. I was like, you gotta hit him, but no, sidestep is a thing. That makes that worse, because
now you have to do the 1 dice with edge to push El Mato back and away. Otherwise, it's a 2 dice instead of a 1 dice.
Oh,
come on, you ugly idiot! You have to reroll this.
You need to reroll.
He has to reroll this. If he doesn't, he's just giving up a 2 dice on his ball.
yeah, but why? You didn't need the extra hit.
At worst, now you're giving up the 1 die with a skillless lineman. Never mind, because casual stumbles.
No, he is now still giving up a 1 dice. It's just a 3+, 2+ to achieve it.
Or the witch.
Well, you're giving up a less.
No,
easy
with Hellboy.
Yeah,
it's
Hellboy can 3+, 2+ to 1 die the ball.
3+, 2+ and double GFI.
Well, second win.
That was a greedy. I mean,
3 plus.
that was a greedy block. There's no way around it. That was a greedy block.
I mean, this whole turn was pretty good. Like, on the one hand, you're not going for the attrition by just fouling the Witch Elf, but you're also making it pretty likely that you are going to go into your own half 1/1, which is, you know, less attrition, but it's also better for winning, I suppose. But you got to really hope that you don't go down on. You really hope the Triple H doesn't go down.
Gee, thank you for reminding me about that Haringzod. He did not foul the Witch.
No.
He picked up with the dirty player to hand off to... I mean, yeah, he also has the downed Witch because she's got jump up, who can actually make it with 2 GFIs.
This is the play that lost me Minors playoffs, speaking of, except instead of just having a guy potatoed, it was a Snake Eyes GFI that prevented him.
He's got the blitzer in place, he's coming in with a Witch. I know it is. I know it is. I wasn't saying you were wrong. I was saying thank you for reminding me.
Here we go.
Leap. Yeah.
Leap is good. We have comes the blitz. GFIs to make. Fails it.
Uh-oh, that's one.
That's a reroll gone. 1 in 36 would kill him here. Doesn't get it there, and gets a push. That's all she needs. The recovery is horrible. I don't think Andy's going to score here. I mean, he might, but he's only got 1 turn and 1 reroll, so it's going to be scary. It's going to be scary.
Beats having no rerolls, right?
This is where you feel bad that you didn't spend the time fouling that Witch Elf.
Yep.
I already felt bad. I mean, I couldn't feel more bad.
I mean, on the one hand, you're not. It's less likely. This is a better chance of scoring than fouling the Witch Elf was, but if the Witch Elf was down, it's such a huge win for you. Like, I would trade going into my half 0-1 for removing that Witch Elf instead of going into my half 1-1.
Like, chat are telling me it's a 3+3+ with no reroll to allow Andy a 1 turn to score. That's scary. That's horrible. I don't like that.
Yeah. If you fail it, you get served. If you don't do anything, you get served. Like.
It's also a 3+. 3+ to score for the Vestager.
He is going for damage first, which I like. That's a KO.
Should have done it last turn.
Double Babes, kind of gonna make that a bit moot. He needs to
especially with no rerolls.
Oh, he's got another knockdown. So the scoring threats are gone. Andy cannot score.
And another removal. Just a KO though.
Just another KO. That's good.
Yep.
Yeah. Without the reroll, I like this because like the 3+3+ is not incredibly likely. So you might as well try to take the removals because if it doesn't work, having the removals is a big help to you.
Yeah, and taking out both of those Dark Elves means there is no one who can score for Davos, so it cannot end worse than 1-0 in his favour.
Yep. So taking the hits is always pretty reasonable.
Oh, that's another POW. Not Mighty Blow this time. Oh!
Doesn't matter.
Need it. Find a stun. It's only a stun though. That's a foul one. If he can clear off this Dagoth with the Beast, if he gets a knockdown.
It's a 3-die.
Yeah, it's a 3-die. I wouldn't hit it. Don't. What are you doing? Don't GFI.
No, I want to see.
Why are you moving the dirty play stuff? Stop! Foul things!
That's what the dirty player is for. Foul with it, damn it. Wasted 20k TV right there. Not fouling with the dirty player.
Kick it in their head until it dies.
That's foul. There you go.
Oh, there you go. No touchdown.
No surf though.
That's true. If you're on the floor, you can't be surfed.
No, I'd foul it because it's a Witch Elf. It's AV7. If you'd have cleared up an assist, you'd have got a solid about 3 assists on that. And it's a dirty play hit. You'd absolutely foul that every day of the week. You're up so many numbers, it doesn't matter if you're fouling stuns. Typical Andy, going for some SPP.
Oh! So you're saying there's a chance to score, right? There's a chance.
There is.
I mean, no. Not really.
I mean, there is. It's just not a good one.
It's not a good chance.
It's a horrific chance!
It's a chance.
Casual blitz with the Nurgle Warrior onto the knockdowning Ava, and then you pick it up with the dead G2 Nurgle Warrior and throw it to Triple H.
No, you don't. You use on Randy Orton. We're using the dirty play to pass again.
You might as well just be a pass.
That's a POW!
Right.
She's fine.
Start.
Foul. Would you foul her or would you take the other pass?
Dirty player has to pass.
Right. I'd foul her But clearly, I don't know how to play Nurgle, according to Egren, so...
I mean, if we've learned anything from this game, it's that Dirty Player is a passing skill.
So it seems
very
to
clearly
be.
it's going to work.
Dangerous passing.
I'm calling it right now. The pass is going to work with the Dirty Player because Dirty Player is a passing.
Yeah, but is the catch going to fail? Are we going to be let down with the catch?
That's a good question. But I am calling 100% that this pass works.
You have a dirty player. We're not foul happy. If you buy a player that exists to foul, it's not being foul happy saying foul it. It's being a realist.
I'm so excited. I'm going to look like a genius if this works.
Oh my god, the pickup's good!
It's happening. It's going to happen.
GFI's work.
GFI's good. 3+3+. He rolls a 2!
Damn it! Damn it!
Oh, crowd, save him! No. You idiots!
I wanted that pass to work so bad.
Now, Dyer, I would argue that another player could just play the numbers game down. If you can get Andy down to like 3 or 4 L's, you basically can't lose overtime.
Right. If you're in a position where you can take out the biggest threat in the game that's left, being that triple leap wrestle Witch Elf, at least a good chance to remove it permanently. Why would you not trade that for a rudder? You do that every day of the week.
Both sides quite happy to not change up their setup though. Andy is he going for like rowdy sidekicks or something? Because that was, I mean, the first one was almost a touchback, and that was definitely a touchback.
And the blocking begins again.
Oh, what's on my dice? Pows.
He just replaced the push arrows with pows, so there are 3 pows instead of 1.
Oh, no pow.
Oh, I'm almost disappointed now, boys. There has been a ton of powers. Now, to be fair, I don't like the foul on turn 8, but there was no way he should have ever been in a position where he wasn't fouling earlier. He's got a DP, Jarl Axel, right?
Yeah.
You can 3-die the lineman
not just
with the beast.
Yeah, if not just to say why'd you apple him in the first place.
Yeah, I agree with Schuttenheim that I think he is actually getting him off the beast so he can... That's a push.
Dagoth is just staying up.
Why push him onto your own player? That's just denying you an assist for the foul.
Well, he's not fouling, I guess.
Is he going to hand it off to the dirty player so he can pass it?
Probably.
Needs an SPP, right? Think he gets so close.
Oh, the 1000 IQ sneaky git pickup.
Well, he could see. Actually, he might get passport next to say I can do the cyclone soon. He would be fitting.
Randy Orton, do it. Just foul, please.
Kick him in the head, man. Play the numbers.
You're gonna
game.
make me cry if you don't foul.
I'm having flashbacks to Zara. Anyone who didn't watch the Gengar versus Monica game won't understand that reference, but I'm definitely having flashbacks.
I'll have to go watch that then. I saw the picture in the chat afterwards. But, that was great, but I think Mistake threw that, right?
Yeah, Mistake was a genius.
Oh man, beautiful.
Oh yeah, the picture of the Gengar in fear of the ball. Hilarious. Yep. It was so good. Foul him.
No foul. He's gonna secure the killer.
Yeah, foul.
Oh, it's on.
He's doing it. He's kicking him in the head.
What a madman. Instantly
Not even a stun. Stick to passing, Randy. Stick to passing.
Oh, God. Okay, I am crying a little bit, but not for the reason that I stated initially.
It's just tears of laughter at this point.
Yes. Well, that was a thing.
Nice foul, idiot.
Clearly, what do we know? Like, we just yelled at you to foul, and then you say, "Look, final foul! Look, you get sent off, idiot!"
You didn't
I
even
can't
stun
foul
a
with this
guy.
team.
He passed so
How
much
many
on
players
his
have
guard
passing
foul.
skill?
Now his passing game's gone too. He should have fouled the witch when he had the chance. I'm with Havoc on this one. I think it is a travesty that witch survived unkicked.
Me too. I would have fouled the witch 1,000% of the time on that when the witch was down after the leap in the cage. You had 2 more turns to potato. You could have fouled.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, reroll for GFIs as well because you like you had the ball in hand.
Oops. Apparently, I haven't got my chat bottle. Anyone notice? No.
Well, we are. You left the player on the loan, relatively close to the sidelines. Well, we're gonna threaten surfing you because Andy.
Yeah, but he's just gonna show the other warrior and gun. It's like, okay, then I'm gonna like.
I mean, it's a good piece to surf, certainly.
No, he can't.
But it's like the 2-turn surf play is very Andy.
I kind of worry about this play though because all he really needs to do. What are you doing? That is screaming for Steve to just get murdered.
Yep. We have.
Right.
Is he betting the foul? He's betting the send-offs, right?
No, I genuinely think he's gone mad.
I'm really confused.
What he's doing, right? I can see what he's doing from a mile away. He's guaranteeing a surf on the Undertaker because there's no way you can get enough assists bodies in there to. Well, you can kind of now. Actually, I don't like that.
Well, he dodges out. You can't surf on the ground.
No, right. If John Cena can clear, if John Cena knocks down Hellboy, he can just body up with his warriors, cancel all of these tackle zones, and then murder the runner.
Yeah, I mean, you just with 0 elves involved now. You move the ball forward with a couple players to keep it safe, body everyone with your guard warriors and the Beast of Nurgle, so that now they're going to have to dodge places, like crush that runner. If you blitz Hellboy and happen to find a knockdown, you could then put the Beast on 3 players, including one of the Witch Elves.
I know, right? I mean, that is to me insane. I'm staggered by this choice.
Nah, he's just gonna probably dodge the warrior up, but looks at that.
Yeah.
I don't understand. This game is confusing to me.
Like, I don't understand. This is giving up the touchdown like every day of the week, right?
Yeah, for sure.
He's backing his 1 turn in most of the time. That's probably guess at that. Worst case, he's looking at 4 rerolls for OT.
Well, that's a bold claim, saying he's looking for 4 rerolls for OT, given that his runner is hittable.
No way, no way that warrior hit him.
Like, chat are so right that he could just intentionally fail the dodge.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
He could have put himself in the corner next to the witch there, which would have prevented the guard guy from going in there and cancelling out a crap load of assist.
Yeah, I don't like that he can just cancel almost all of these assists with 1 rotter and 1 warrior.
Yeah, but you're not going to risk it, like, just getting access. You're just going to make a 4+ dodge. If he makes it, oh well, I can run around. He doesn't, oh well, I'm not going to get surfed.
Yeah, he could foul the warrior, but I mean that is nuts when you're already down players.
The runner is really tempting bait, right? Like that runner is such a juicy target to hit, but if you hit him with the Undertaker, then the Undertaker gets surfed basically.
Oh yeah, unless
so
foul appearance to
very baity.
Like if foul appearance you trust, right? Counting surfs.
I'm trying so hard to resist the joke there.
Yeah, I think Agrin's trying to decide what he does, but no, I understand where Steve's saying. If he figures out the carry and the screen going away, it cancels the numerical superiority. But
looks like he's gonna just take the dodge. Which I get. There's like a couple options there. You could have, marked up a bunch of elves, punched somebody. You could have marked up a bunch of elves, taken the dodge. You made it! Yeah! I'm sorry, that warrior.
The Undertaker just casually dropped Andy's hopes and dreams from the top of Hell on a Cell.
Through a table.
Right through the Spanish announcer table.
That's still surfable, yeah.
He should have GFI'd. It's hard, but it's doable, and if anything...
Yeah, he's still surfable, 100%.
He is still surfable, yeah.
I don't understand why he didn't GFI.
Reroll manager Pro T.
He just became Biker Undertaker.
When he used to enter the arena on his motorcycle. I remember that. Those were terrible years.
You've got to pray, I think. You've got to pray that you don't... How do you go 3 pushes on a blitz? You do 2 with Frenzy, and then push them into your own players?
Into the other Frenzy.
There's 2 Frenzy, so...
That's one?
I would laugh if he gets all the way there, and then foul appearance just goes, nope.
Yeah.
We haven't seen foul appearance do a thing yet.
And remember, every hit of Frenzy you have to roll foul appearance.
Yeah, it sucks.
So you've got to test twice here.
One of these days it's going to work. Come on. Yeah! Killed it! You're a genius.
He's re-rolled it! Why have you re-rolled this?
Because he's just so dedicated to this.
And he double scores! He double scores!
Those are for you!
The Undertaker is a god!
Crush him! Crush him!
Please kill him.
Kill Bobby Da!
Yes! Undertaker is worth his weight in gold.
The Undertaker has just destroyed Davos' mentality here.
By God!
Jeez, wow.
By God, man! He is broken in half!
The Undertaker kicks out! Bong.
You've got somewhere Paul Bearer in the background holding up the urn with the ashes in, right? Just shaking them.
Yes.
And the witch elf kind of just starts frothing at the mouth like the Ultimate Warrior did that time. It's like, oh. Right, I absolutely want him to focus on this runner. To take, just to punish harder now. He needs to kill players. He needs to do damage. I need to see that in a hype video. Oh god, yes.
Oh, so he's going to Power Witch and Power Runner. Well, he doesn't have to Power Runner, he just both down it.
Yeah, I mean, what does Davos do in response? I like a foul on Jarl Axel. Deal with him. God, he hit him with a steel chair!
No, look, Bull safe. Now you just start bodying up in this little cube here and start, just smashing into these elves. Like, hey, man, nice double skull there.
Body up, put guard on him, and just go, well, what do you do now?
You knock out the little frenzy, and he's like, well, is that
anyone else slightly uncomfortable with referencing someone called Babby Davo getting smashed in the head? I mean, it's a bit grim.
No, I think after that play's well deserved.
Apparently, I have far fewer morals than you do.
I guess. Maybe it's because I've got kids. I don't know. He could. I don't know what he could do now.
Well, he just shoves a guard in there that shoves the guard right in the middle of the. Well, actually, he's gonna blitz instead. Fair enough.
You could have targeted the runner, but this is
he's dodging away here. Oh,
he's just gonna dodge it. He's gonna run away. Step one back, so you can't get surf, and the Taker keeps on dodging.
The greedy thing to do, I guess, you could have gone around and blitzed Steve to try to remove Steve. But this is the way that you do it.
He's burned the reroll now, so Steve's actually a low priority target.
That's true. You do have this is the easiest way to get that warrior out of there if you're just going to casually make another 4+ dodge.
4+ isn't that uncommon though, right? I mean, let's not pretend like 4+ is that hard to roll.
No, but it's not something you bank on, right? It's a 50-50, right? If it's not something you can claim as being like a do first type move,
First action.
I don't like that positioning. I'd like the positioning next to the tackler, so there's zero way he can set up a 2-dice.
Without fail, man.
I like the way he puts his hand in the air first. He's like, "Yep, peace." I love this. I love this
probably melting right now. Like, there's no way he has not turned into a pillar of salt.
I love this Nurgle warrior. I love it so much. He's so good.
Tentacles.
So good.
Is he just going to run the rest of his team away? He's not. He's going for damage.
That one player has trolled Andy's so much today. Just half a line.
I don't like using the witch.
I mean, we're talking about all these ridiculous things happening, but in the long run, it's still 0-1.
Undertaker went 23-0, Dodge Mania. Why would you wrestle? He's going to get foul. Is he going to foul?
No way.
Are you baiting a foul from Agrain? Because, frankly, that's mental.
No,
he didn't want to. I don't think he wanted to turn out.
No, he didn't want to give it the money blow. Yeah, next turn.
So the question is, as Agrain, do you feel comfortable enough in your removals so far to score?
No.
Or do we stall for
You
longer?
don't ever give the ball back to the Dark Elves. He can't re-roll this, surely. He can't.
Hey, Steve.
Oh, and he's KO'd. Bye, Steve. I think it's time to foul the witch. I genuinely think we blitz the naked lineman to continue your numbers, to try and keep steamrolling your numbers advantage, and then we foul the nonsense out of this witch elf.
Yeah, you can also, you have 2 Rotters. You can also, or with the warriors and stuff, you can also 3-die with the Beast of Nurgle onto the Blodge guy if you want to just maximize your mighty blow hits.
Because if it goes dumb, you're ruined.
It's just one player, and it's going to maximize your mighty blow hits.
Hmm.
And if you're going to play for, like, overtime, basically, like, the way you win this now is by removing as many elves as possible. So, like, maximizing your mighty blow, I think, is something that I would at least consider. Maybe don't do it first, obviously, but...
I agree with where you're coming from. I like to cut your jib. I think, potentially, if you wanted to deal with this with Mana Stoop here, you bring Stone Cold Steve Austin forward to one corner, you bring Dwayne The Rock Johnson on the other corner, and then you bring the edge up behind him, and basically just make it so you can't really dodge out, and then stick the ball further in the corner. Apparently I'm wrong, but okay, that's fine. That's a push, that's not good enough.
He's fine.
You've got to start boxing him off, though, otherwise you've got problems.
Yeah. It's better.
That's still not great, though. It's only 3
Not
pluses.
good, but better. You still have Dwayne The Rock Johnson you could use to help box off that Marna Stoop.
I still think we should foul this Witch Elf.
I'm with you on that one.
Chat are
But
probably
I
going to
don't
be going
know.
like frothing at the mouth and getting angry at me because I'm talking about fouling again. But she is the game-winning player that Davos has left. She has the potential to win him the game, and we saw that when she got the ball down in the first drive, in Agrain's first drive. He needs to not allow her to do that again, and the only way to guarantee that is to kill her. Well, or injure her, I suppose. There's no apple, so
That makes the hit on the ball with Marnus a little more difficult, but like you don't have a great foul on the Witch now. It's essentially just going to be unassisted. You could do one if you move both Rotters over there, but then you're sort of abandoning your beast, just being stuck on. I mean, to be fair, you're up players, and he's stuck on a blodge line, so that's actually not bad. But you could probably do much better things with him than sitting there on one player.
Hey, Agrain agrees with me.
No,
Unassisted foul.
Oh.
It's armor 7.
Yeah, but it's...
It's a stun. She's not doing anything this turn, which means you can foul the next turn.
And no send-off, which is good. You can set up a better foul now.
See, chat are agreeing with the foul, by the way.
Oh, no, I think the foul is good. I'm just saying it's difficult to make it a good foul, but it worked out, so it's fine.
Yeah, I like it. I'm going to be back in 2 seconds, gentlemen. Let's just carry on the extremely entertaining chat.
I really want neither of us to say anything until he gets back, just to...
Yeah, just crickets in the background. It's like, you missed it. Oh, man, you missed a big flag medal. Jeez.
couple dodges. Although he doesn't have a really good shot on the ball currently, but he is threatening though. It's making it. He's posturing like saying, you know, if you don't try to make your ball safe, I'm going to
Oh,
hit
that's
it.
the one. And yeah,
That's not
what a
bad.
nine.
That sets up a much better foul on the Witch Elf because you can hit even just a push on Dagoth is good enough to get him away. If you just don't follow, you can set up a way better foul on that Witch Elf.
That 2 assists at least. Yeah, he's still pushing that bludger down bottom.
Well, he's
Having
got
a
2
good
shots at it, and this is a mighty blow shot. So
you think the blitzer comes on to the block lineman with the warrior up top? Right? It's easy to knock him down, put that claw mine to work because I mean he's still 2 others. One's going to just the block up top to knock the bloods free. Warrior of guard, not where you want to put him. Probably from the blodge. There he goes.
yeah, and you want to mark up the other lineman too, probably.
I think I don't think Blitz is Tesa. I can't pronounce names.
Oh yeah, you can blitz him.
Easy, it's the easier Blitz, and worst case you push him out of range.
Yeah, so you blitz him. Then you can move one of the rotters, to that spot. Give you a 2-die on the blitzer, and then you can run in and foul with the other one for a 2 assist, even if you only get a push. But he gets a pow, so it's fine.
What happened on Mr. Davos' turn?
Mr. Davos.
Oh! Dagoth's gone.
He's fine.
Davo moved some players around to try to threaten the ball, essentially, and then one die both downed and knocked himself over.
It was a 2-die.
I like this. I like this focus. Don't need tackle. Doesn't get the stumble mine, but
this is where we move over that rotter and get a 2 assist foul on the Witch this time.
Yeah, you're upgrading now.
I like that.
Yeah, I was talking about if you just got a push on Elmato or not Elmato, the guy who you knocked out or injured. If you just got a push on him, it was good enough for 2 assists. So the removal is better. I mean, you're abandoning your beast, but that's fine. You just never need to activate him again for the rest of the game, and that's totally okay. So who cares? Just move that rotter over and stomp on the Witch. Stomp on the Witch. Stomp on the Witch. I'm sorry, if you don't stomp on the Witch, you're wrong.
Yep. She is the last real threat in this game, to be honest.
Yeah, if you can get her off the pitch, you kind of really get yourself in a position to do very, very well in overtime, right?
Absolutely.
Gengar likes this.
The gift that just keeps on giving.
Yeah. Here's what foul his ears start to burn. It's like, oh.
Someone's saying my name?
Yeah.
Thing is, I'm a little bit unsure about his positioning now. I think he needs to move the ball a little bit. Because he's very much in danger from Mana Stoop.
He from Mana Stoop? Yes, he is. You're right. And there's also Hellboy, who's not too far away either.
But it's only 1 dice on the ball, right? I mean, you can make it.
I mean, the ball is character's strength 4, which is big, right?
I mean, you can make it 1 red dice if you stick him in the middle there, right? Stick Hogan underneath Cena and wedge it, the rock in the middle between, like a line. Yes.
Yeah, you can do like a semi-eye cage, as it were. You move the ball carrier back a bit, but you have so many turns, and that'll keep him next to both John Cena, Steve Austin, and a guard warrior.
Yeah, then you're looking uphill for a knockdown to red dice. Never fun. No, he's just gonna continue screening off. That's
I kind of like that. It's forcing a lot of dodges to even get near the ball.
Here we go.
He's running on her.
That's not
Boot.
really good.
Go away. Got it. Worth it.
Not worth it.
No, it's not. I thought I saw yellow and thought it was a knockout and was really excited, but it was just not worth it.
Yeah,
that's a dodge. So what's the dodge get there? Like 2+ from 2+1 from tackle with -2, and Hellboy is what 2+2+ energy if find it. You get 2 marks on the ball.
It's a 1 dice at best.
It's something.
It's a 1 dice that he shouldn't have before.
I mean, ideally, if you get him the burn rerolls, right, to try and pick the ball back up, 3+s will fail.
Never mind.
Huh, unless you just roll a 1 on your first dodge. He's re-rolled it. This is insanity. That's not even relevant.
No, he's forcing the score here.
He isn't. He's forcing a blitz, but I mean, he could. If he frees up, if he lets these Nurgle players move around, they can just cage. Like, he's now rolling dice without a reroll for nothing. That dodge was
Just going
terrible.
for it.
And he hasn't found it, and he can't reroll it now. I don't understand why he moved Thelas first. I genuinely think that might be tilt. I don't like calling tilt like that, but I think that might be tilt. Oh, he finally got off the tentacles, lads.
You did it.
They're just scoring for itself.
Now, you say it was worth the shot. It was worth the shot if you could assume he was going to achieve something. If he'd have had a reroll, I'd have absolutely rerolled that to drop the ball. But he just didn't. Yeah, it's not a hard chain push to get free, like, to be fair. You stick the warrior in above Mana Stoop, and then you swing in. It's not that easy of a chain push, I suppose, but... Because you've got to find the knockdown.
You can't really Mana Stoop because you can't swing around. You don't have any movement to get underneath them. And you can't really chain off. It's going to be hard enough to chain. So even if you knock off the sidestep, you still make the other 3 blocks dodge.
Oh yeah, no, I agree, Bison. To be fair, I definitely think the foul is worth the time. I mean, what else have you got Rotters for, right?
Yeah, for sure. I would take it.
No piano. No pals.
Well, that's not going to do the job.
It is not. Also, job.
That's fine. Gets a big beast in there. Also means it's harder to find it. Too hard to get 1 dice on the ball now.
Excuse me 1 second, gentlemen. I've got a child issue to deal with very momentarily. You guys carry on.
He does need to block with the ball carrier at this point, and it's on to sidestep, which is a little scary, to be honest.
Yeah, there's no way unless you can actually knock him down and remove him that side of staying on the ball.
Well, to be fair, if he sidesteps anywhere that's relevant, he's basically threatened getting either another hit or surfed.
Yep.
So I mean, it's scary to take it, but it's not likely to turn over, and you just want to have that chance at removing him off.
Beast on the witch.
Tentacles does work on leap, thankfully.
That's good.
Yeah. So it's just locking up that witch, really, or at least attempting to. The tentacles does work on leap.
I mean, that guard's still in a really nice spot as well. He finds a pal. Never mind. Look at that.
Easy peasy. Now, if you sidestep on one of the, there's only one like safe spot to sidestep to. That's the annoying spot. But if it wasn't a knockdown, you would have been giving away another hit there.
He's stunned too. That's a nice armor break.
Is a good armor break.
Yeah, so where he is now, worst case he's going to give up is still red dice. So the guard's block, even if he marks, he sits on the bottom left corner. I mean, he block on this, he take a dodge around and a GFI thing to get a red dice on that ball.
Yeah, it's a difficult task for Andy here, certainly, to try and hit the ball easily. A lot of dodges and into red die even, and every dodge you're making without the dodge skill right now is scary because you're down to 2 rerolls and you're very likely going to overtime, where those rerolls are going to be worth their weight in gold.
That or even using it for 1 turn if you can actually get enough players back. I mean, the carry rolls should come back. You'd like to hope so with 2 Baves.
Yeah, there's only 2 KOs though. A lot of them are injuries.
Still, well, you have what? You have 2 chances to get him back, presumably. When they scored him once you have the OT. You like to hope you don't fail, all of them.
Tentacles. Rerolled the tentacles? Or no, that was the the tentacles work. It was the dodge, yeah. And the dodge reroll. With dodge. That's a failed GFI.
Wow.
You can't reroll that. You absolutely cannot reroll that. And he elects not to. Well, this is at least Mighty Blow hits on balls, potentially 3, and then you also have the ability to foul the downed witch. That's
Ooh, no, I don't think you found it more because you can't afford losing more players. I mean, you're down to 9 yourself as Nurgle, which is starting to get dangerous territory.
I kind of feel like you could probably still risk your last rotter, but
it's only if it was. It's only because it's a rotter. If it wasn't a rotter, I would be scared of it.
Yeah, look, Blitz of Surf, that's a fair shout.
But you have a bunch of pretty easy Mighty Blow hits.
Yeah, Surf that Blitzer. Get him out of there.
Yep.
Jesus, do you surf like one of Davos players? Do you give Davo the Davo treatment?
Absolutely.
He's gonna have to do it with the ball carrier, or he's gonna have to move the ball carrier first.
He's gonna
There's
have
other-
carry house. Blitz.
Yeah, the Nurgle Warrior is too far away to get there correctly without GFIs, so you're gonna have to do it with the ball carrier, which is a little terrifying because it's gonna put the ball carrier 2 squares away from the edge with a witch on the field.
Not a pound a lot on the Bloods. God, this is sick. Is he gonna? He's gonna use the. He's gonna Cena.
You do have that. You could do that too. Yes. Freeing up John Cena. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. You have to do GFIs as well. So you do it with the ball. Well, you either do it with the carrier or you do it with a GFI with John Cena.
If you do it with the carrier, you can actually screen up pretty effectively with the other players.
Yeah, but you're risking getting surfed out of woods with on leap and red dice. I mean, yes, it's not.
That's not a 1 dice; it's a half dice.
Not half dice. Sorry, leap and red dice, right? Let's go for the Cena Blitz. GFI is good. There's a surf.
Let's hope for Agrain's hoping that the crowd hit harder, as hard for Davo as it hit for him. It's a KO, not really enough. Sadly.
No, especially with 2 babes.
Because I found his damage has really started running out.
No, it was really good. It was really started hard, but he's just tapered off.
Yeah, his numbers are just rookie numbers at this point. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Yeah, well, you've got 2 players you can still. You got the ball carrier and the guard piece that you can use to try to make yourself a bit safer against the witch. And then you might as well try the really stupid, because that beast is not accomplishing anything where he is. And you also have a 1 die off in space against a rookie guy with a block Mighty Blow piece, so you take that as well. You just do it at the end. And don't commit a reroll.
You move the beast up, and then you try and get the 2 dice. If it fails, doesn't matter.
You could do that, or you could start trying to make the beast more relevant to where all the actual players are. It sort of depends.
So red dice surf. There's actually 1 dice. You could go.
Nope. KO'd.
No KOs.
Just a KO again, but and now you can GFI really stupid to put that beast on the witch, I guess. I don't think you'd go for that though. He does.
Yeah, look at that. No worries. What a
Easy.
good
No, not a problem. 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus.
Makes him be 4 plus. Really stupid. Makes him be GFI.
Tentacles is a thing. That working out is such a big deal because that just prevents the witch from doing anything unless Davo re-rolls. The tentacles, which is bad. It's so bad to re-roll the tentacles there, so you don't do it.
He's accepted it. So do you risk the raw skulls here?
Apologies for the repeated disappearances there. Apparently the children want to try and kill each other.
I mean, you have to take the block. I really want to take the block in the witch, but
I think if you're Agrain, you absolutely blitz with John Cena. You just make it a 3 dice first.
Well, that's why I was cringing at not making it 3 dice.
It's greed, but it's greed that is going to make such a big difference in overtime. Like,
it's
you have the chance of just losing the game right here, but you also are probably not going to win if you go into overtime and the witch is still alive. Well, that's the thing.
Do not re-roll it. No, 3 pushes.
No.
I mean, when you say you have a chance to lose the game, you'd have to roll 6 skulls.
I mean, yes, but it's a chance.
I mean, I know it's a chance.
But a 1 in whatever billion that is still more than 0.
I know. I'm just saying you can't look at it like, oh, I shouldn't 3-dice her on the off chance I roll 6 skulls, when if you roll a knockdown and you casualty her, you probably just won the game.
Oh, I'm not saying that I wouldn't have done it. Under any circumstances, I absolutely would have done that. I'm just saying, does he?
Oh,
Worst case, you're the guy who actually lost the playoffs rolling 6 skulls on turn 16.
yeah, we'll all remember you either way, right?
Oh, yeah.
All the KOs are back, but that's not surprising with 2 babes.
You'd expect maybe 1.
Well, does Andy just go for the overtime, or do we see if we can pull off one turn?
I think you try, but you don't commit the reroll to it.
I mean, it's difficult though with the guard and the beast there.
It's not that difficult with this defensive line. I don't know why Stone Cold Steve Austin is where Stone Cold Steve Austin is. He is a giant, useless.
He's helping. He's trying.
Dildo at that point.
He's a little bit stunned right now.
Right, the actual setup. You want to put a guard player here on the back corner of the Big Show. You want to put another guard player here on the back corner of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And then you need like another player next to them each. And you kind of set up this really shallow line where it's ridiculously hard to find any pushes because you can't find the blocks. And everything's a half dice through the entire thing. If you set up back there and they get the pushes, it's almost a non-issue dodging past a non-tackle player.
Yeah, the difficulty is we've got strength 5, strength 4, strength 4 with guard.
Foul appearance will do a thing, pulling it now.
And foul appearance, yeah.
Pulling foul appearance.
And we also have 4 disturbing presences here for the if the kick goes deep and he has to pass it, that is 4 disturbing presences likely.
Mm-hmm. That's the other thing I like to do with Nurgle for a 1-turn attempt, is keep all of your disturbing presence up. Which he's got left 1 back, and I don't like it. I know he's done that to maintain his backfield line, but 5 disturbing presences is very hard to make a handoff into. Very hard.
High kick.
That helps.
That helps
Certainly
a lot.
helps.
Especially because it's just outside of the disturbing presence. Not that there's anyone there to accept it, which is weird. He didn't even bother sending someone back to grab it.
That is weird.
I don't know why you'd pass up on a free chance to catch. That's a completely free chance to take one of the dice out of the equation.
Foul appearance.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is not how you 1-turn.
Don't say call it a man, but
I mean, to be fair, I don't necessarily think this was a 1-turn setup anyway.
I think he's going for damage.
I mean, yeah, but you're going for damage on Nurgle Warriors. Yeah, he wasn't 1-turning. I don't know why. Things Metal doesn't like is not. Oh, foul appearance again.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, you might as it's not necessarily that likely for the 1-turn to work, but I think you have to go for it, right? This is playoffs. You have a chance to just win and not go to overtime now. And if you make it to the point where you're on the line or whatever, you can dedicate a reroll to it as long as you've made all the pushes work.
See, the Blitz was the first foul appearance on the Witch. And Nurgle win the kickoff. That's big.
That is massive. It has switched views. I will switch it back for the ones in chat who are dual screening between Davos and Auer. Get the foul appearance out of the way. Yeah, this is bad news for Andy. But to be fair, he hasn't really suffered what? He suffered 1 more casualty? Really, that drive after the initial burst? So he's in a much better spot than I think any of us expected him to be in. I don't know about what you guys feel about it, but I think he's better off than we expected.
He's only down 1
so.
player. He's down 1 player. That's you see how this game started. That's massive, right?
Yeah, losing 1 player in 8 turns of Nurgle drive is, as a Nurgle coach, feels bad, man.
I mean, that's a win for Andy for sure. Like not winning the game, I mean a win in.
Yeah, it's one small
step for Andy Davo. 1 giant leap for something else.
No, Davos has the strip witch, so he's in a decent spot, but he is down rerolls and didn't get the kick. Yeah, if Agrin had nailed that first half score, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. Yeah, we've laughed a lot about Agrain finding tons of powers, but like when you find a power and you do no damage, it's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, in the long run. Powers are there so that you can hit people with Mighty Blow and Claw.
He did get a lot. I mean, he found a lot of... He's given up... I think Andy's biggest failing here was that, frankly... Oh, God, that's another... Is
wow.
he... Right, is he... Actually, no, he's not. That was an 8 plus a 6. So that was actually a central kick. The way we've had 3 almost touchbacks has generally made me wonder if Andy's intentionally kicking short to try and... Like, kicking into a front corner... To risk either, to bait surfs, to potentially aim for a really short kick in the end or a sideline kick, which really puts Nurgle in a bad spot at the risk of a touchback. I've seen it done.
I mean, it's greedy, but it's one of those things where, you know, if it fails, it's not really that much worse than it would have been otherwise, and if it works, it's pretty good.
Like, no, Steve, I know what you're saying, but at the same time. But that's not good.
So,
Quick, give it to the DP. Oh, you got him sent off.
Give it to the beast.
Well, who do you think jacked the ball to him? If DP sent it left on the sidelines.
Unseen Walker. The intent is that we're going to be doing our podcast on Wednesday, probably on a Twitch channel, and me, Kedgeroos, and Haringzord, and maybe, if you're lucky, a special guest. If they have a camera.
Ooh.
We'll be doing essentially a live podcast like we did last time. I'm just waiting for confirmation from Haringzod and Kedgeroos that we can do that, and we'll basically be running the podcast as a round of 64 recap show with the podcast crew.
Special guest.
A special guest, I say.
Unseen Walker, man, I will say, man, we need more Big O teams going for. Just saying.
Big O, by the by, in a completely like numbers game, are doing very well. Their representation percentage-wise is good. He's finally found a pow on all of this, all of these hits, and he's finding from it.
Yeah,
break.
That's as good as a kill. That might
straight back down.
That might as well be a kill because he's off. He's off for the rest of the game.
And actually, are we taking bets on who will be the guest, or are we keeping it a secret still?
You could bet whoever you want. I have no idea. So it's not like
you don't know who the special guest is?
No,
you don't know if they can make it or not.
No, I'm not.
I was like, because if you don't know who that is, I feel like you're running your podcast incorrectly.
Really?
We're just going to sit here and see if somebody shows up. If somebody shows up, there'll be a special guest. Hooray!
Nah. I'm going to go on a limb and say Ornan.
Hang on. Have you never listened to the podcast Steak Mittens? Because
I mean, I do.
Like,
I
if you think that's not how I run it, you really haven't been paying attention.
Well, on the outside, it seems a lot more organized than it probably is.
Oh, that's mental. Why would you think that? I don't know what you do here. How you play this next hit. Well, they're not a knockdown, so you probably end up blitzing that guy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Push him away, blitz him, then cage up. And do your worst.
Or do you gun for El Mato because, once again, naked linemen are easier to remove? If you're playing the numbers game, I'd say it's probably worth more getting El Mato dead than getting...
No, go for the blodge. Go for the blodge, because he cutting down on his built-in rerolls, so he has to spend his own rerolls.
Oh, and you've got the tackle piece.
Exactly. You got 20k. You spent 20k to get a tackle. May as well to use, right?
If you're blitzing with the tackle piece, hitting somebody with blodge is the same, or dodge is the same as hitting somebody without it.
Yeah, but it's not the same as hitting someone without block.
That's true, because no removal.
See,
or no dash.
And if he'd have hit the naked lineman, that'd have been a knockdown. I'm not saying I'm right, but I refer you to Rebel Rule 1.
I mean, it's just a question of how it's like. You're more like it's the age-old question in who you hit, right? Do we want to take the guy who are more likely to remove, or do we want to take the guy who has a bigger impact if we do remove?
I would argue in this game, in the particular situation they're in now, it is better to just keep rolling the numbers, because it doesn't matter if you have 4 blodges if that's all you've got.
I think I'd agree with you here because of this.
Yeah.
How numbers are going to be so important for this game.
He's not even going in to leap in now. It's just, yeah. Jeff agrees. Can we talk about Jeff's game yet?
No, it hasn't been. I talked about that earlier, but I said I'm not. I really wanted to comment on that game, but it hasn't been 48 hours yet.
Because all I'm saying is, if anyone knows about the numbers game,
if anybody knows about giving up serfs, or like if serfs are available,
I'm sorry.
That game.
I'm sorry.
I'm not spoiling anything, but if you're a fan of serfs, I suggest you watch it.
Yes, I go after this then.
I didn't see it, but I've heard so much about it, and I heard it's an incredible game to watch.
It was on my channel. Plug. It's Jeff
Who are you
versus
casting
the
it
Sage.
with?
Holes.
Ah. Which one was the Woody one that Harrington cast? Oh, look at this. He goes to the naked guy and finds a push skull, by the by.
Perfect.
Why does DICE conspire to make me look like an idiot whenever I give an opinion? Fallen vs. Viajero, I think that might be the one I'm referring to, actually.
Oh boy, no, I saw the bot report for that. Oh damn.
Zons versus Woodies, yeah, there was an interesting... Can we talk about that one? No, we can't talk about that one. For God's sakes! Anyway, I heard... To be fair, right, I have heard nothing but good things about pretty much most of the playoff games that have happened. I'm so happy with how this is going. I've heard good things.
Unsurprisingly, I'm a big fan of playoffs. Fun to watch.
I love playoffs. Playoff season is like Christmas to me, you know?
Oh, me too.
What is this cage?
Putting off so many other things in my life to watch playoff games.
Is he gonna hand off the ball?
No, he's probably moving the Warrior, and he might hand off the ball. It's a 30 out of 31 SPP. This would be insane. Like, this would be totally the kind of thing I would do, but it's insane.
He's just sort of doing the anti-leap kind of cage.
Yeah, it's
Moving the Warrior out of the way to
Harrington made a statement at the beginning of the game. Harrington is made to look silly. It's Hypercube. Cube has evolved. To be fair though, right, if you set up the perfect, like, 3x3 cage, you couldn't possibly allow a leap.
You could allow chain pushes, though.
Not on the ball, though. Because you just push them back every turn. I heard Marker vs. Wave was an incredible game. Like I said,
my god. Oh, such a good game.
More pushes for Andy. But he is going to get another 2 dice. More pushes again. To be fair, everyone's getting the pushes. Yeah, Woodies. There's a lot of Woodies in playoffs, to be fair.
There are.
It's almost like they're a good team, right?
Surprisingly.
Who saw that coming?
I think nobody.
Don't rate him.
That's a bold lineman.
Yep. That really is. Oh, man. I dare you to roll the really stupid. Dare you.
See, I'd quite like to see Stone Cold Steve Austin blitz the naked lineman now to just try and find a Kaz. But hang on.
Go for the whip.
He can go right at the witch. Eva is so exposed. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, he can... It's Mighty Blow Claw instantly onto the witch with easy 2 dice.
Yeah, I can't justify not taking this hit.
I mean, not that Claw matters.
He's going for it. He's going for the lineman instead.
At least if he gets a push, he gets another hit. Oh my god, why are you so bad, Agrins, players? This game's making me sad. We had an explosion of damage, and now we've just had a whimper.
Yeah. What was also start right? Like turn 1 dead. We had to throw a rock on. We had to throw a rock. Turn 1 dead.
Hey, are we seeing 1,000 IQ Andy bet here?
I hope so.
Because if it's my opinion personally, I feel like John Cena might be in a bit of a spot of bother.
Agreed. Playing 4D chess.
I think we might be all the way up to 5D. You know.
So it's a lot of Ds. Careful, we don't break that rule. We're just setting up.
Not Andy Bate because you can't see John Cena. Oh, I love chat. I love Rebel coaches. Rebel coaches understand my sense of humor like on a fundamental level, and they just go with it all the time.
Comment on the night. Right there.
You're leaving a back corner of the cage open. I don't see a player there.
I love you, chat. You understand me, and it's amazing. Right, no, he's got to make the front part of the cage like more secure than this, surely.
That's fine. Neutral plate's down, right? Or the warrior, if he really wants to. There he goes. That's a bit too far.
He's gone rogue.
Yeah.
Oh, I quite like the idea of if you can kind of get yourself in a fairly safe spot, handing off to John Cena. Get the 3 SPP on a guy who could get claw palm. But then again, Hulk Hogan would get a level out of it too. And fishing for like dodge or agi up on that player would be immense. Trust me, agi up Pestigors are legit.
Well, even 2 heads on that thing is just make it into a monster.
I think we might see a surf though, you know.
I know the beauty of a 2 heads Pestigor for exactly 1 game.
Doesn't look like we're getting a surf.
No, he has to blitz the scoring thread. I think that's what Triple H is for, right? It's just here. Look, I have a scoring threat. If you don't blitz him, you could win. And if you do blitz him, you're not blitzing somebody more important that currently has the ball.
Vanity passing on Nurgle is scary, Mirascadu. Trust me.
It's look, for full star points, you can pull it off, man. I appreciate it, but there's a time and a place.
Well, to be fair, I have already tilted at least one person by throwing a pass to a Nurgle warrior in playoffs.
Well, that one person's actually just playing his clan game now, so I'm telling him not to lose. He's got his orders, man. Don't lose or he's a bust again next week.
And that's what I like about clan, man. Is that like you can do stuff like that. It's like, hey, if you lose this one, you're going under the bus every time.
Well, he knew what he signed up for. He copped it last season. Took it like a champ. So I see no reason to change it.
It sounds like Kedgeroo's. Kedgeroo's is absolutely our bus. It's like he's the big green scary orc bus.
I'm really excited to be involved with Clan this season.
Oh, what do you Div 3 or do you get picked up Div 2 or Div 1 or
2?
Oh, well,
see, how come I'm not your bus, Mirror? Because it's just random 4+ really stupids with a beast onto 2 players. I'm sure that isn't going to upset Andy in the slightest.
No, not at all. He has not felt a 4+ stupid all game. You know that, right?
I know he hasn't. He hasn't. It's stupid. No, Mirascadu, I'm not our bus because I'm our boss.
Yeah.
One's an O and one's a U.
Just so you know, is he going for that? He's going forwards. He's not. He's looking for the. Oh, he found another knockdown.
It's like you said. He's just trying to get removals now. And he's got the in hands, and he's got 5 turns to try and punch people and make the score as safe as Nurgle possible.
No, it's just a stun. Or is it going to become through and be a KO? No, it's just a stun.
This is still big.
Can we talk about how El Mato appears to be the toughest Dark Elf lineman in the universe?
Yeah, it's not weighed down by any bloody skills like block or dodge.
I'm unsure where we're rebuilding the cage here, because Nurgle Warriors not that fast.
No, you can go a little bit more towards the middle, and if you stand up, speaking of 4D chess, if you stand up Triple H, he's surfable, but you have to use all 3 of those players to do it.
Yeah,
and so if you just stand him up and leave that surf bait there, does Andy take it with 3 players and then only have like 2 to do anything? to stop you from scoring anything.
Only have
That's
two.
fine.
Yeah, you're 2 GFIs away from the end zone, but you offer a surf. 1
That's fine,
GFI.
look,
Even. I can count.
He could have gone further forward.
Yeah, he's been in cage over Meadows, stun corpse.
Yeah, he could have gone further forward, but it wouldn't have been as safe.
Yeah, he's now leaving the corner of his cage base, which is literally don't do this 101. Like Blood Bowl 101 says, don't do that, like ever. He has to stand this player up now, just to make things harder for Andy, because he could theoretically use Ewa here to just throw it at the Nurgle Warrior uphill and open up a corner of the cage. Superstar Shootout players, I would love to see the Undertaker in the Superstar Shootout, because he just rolls dodges.
I submitted my hepatitis B drill to the Superstar Shootout. If you want
Hey, hang on. He's not the only warrior that rolls dodges, by the by. Dwayne The Rock Johnson says, anything you can do, I can do better.
What is with the 4 pluses, man? Come on.
Have fun playing with Andrea the Giant, Mr. Sidestepper.
I submitted my Blodge Knuckle Warrior to the Superstar Shootout.
I mean, no offense, dude, but I hate that. It's like that's too early in a lifespan to take dodge, I think.
I had to. Fun.
Technical still sticks.
Tense fails. This is a very bold Witch Elf who is based right up on the tackle.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
No surf today.
No, but the problem is, what does Andy actually... How does he...
He's diving.
Is he going in? He's going deep.
Yep. Here we go.
He hasn't failed a leap yet. By the way.
You said it just as he's about to leap.
Yeah,
He fails one.
fully aware that...
Oh. There we go.
Sorry,
That's
Andy. I'm so sorry.
No.
You should have took the Strength 6 Bear Bison. Strength 6 is so much better.
Star points.
He's fishing for a Kaz on Stone Cold there. Wow. These Dark
So
Elves
high.
are... Do you just GFI? 100%
Blast with the reroll?
Everyone is furious with me now.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
well, I would move other players to just in case something horribly goes wrong.
I
but it's a
definitely
2+.
base up these players and take a shot on Steve. Sorry, Steve.
Yeah. It's a 1 in 36 to win the game. Right?
Chat are not happy with me, by the by. Chat are not impressed.
Massive controversy, man. You're chewing on your Nurgles. Your fellow Nurgle compatriots, man.
Like, how can you blame me for that? That's... I mean, it was just a fact.
This is the internet, man. We don't need logic.
I don't like that he's not using, like, any of his strong boys that can actually do some damage here. We can be happy that you caused it. Okay, well, Jamis, I like Jamis. He can stay. He's got my back, man.
No
Is he just not blitzing? This is insane.
No, he's gonna rattle it. Saves the reroll. That's fine.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Here we go.
Agrain
2+.
for the win.
Boom!
Finds it.
There it is.
Agrain going to the round of 32. Andy Davos going directly to the Greenhorn. Hulk Hogan. Hulkamania ran wild on Andy Davos there. It could be said.
Metal Mania cursing those dice on you.
Oh, I feel so bad that he failed that leap.
Right, man. People over the game. He hasn't found no leap.
Stone Cold Steve Austin got the MVP and he's leveled. Woo!
Hooray!
Are we happy for that? I think so. I'm probably not if I ever have to play this team. That's a claw or a guard. Probably a guard, I think.
God. Oh, depends on his next opponent, right?
Yeah.
Check.
I don't know. I think it's
4
guard.
hours.
He hasn't got enough guard. I don't think he's got enough guard. Larkstar. That's a bit of a spoiler. Yeah. 3 armor breaks, by the way, on Davos Dark Delights. It's
Oh, you tried.
There's a lot of d6s being rolled, but it's worthy of note that he rolled 45 sixes and only 30 ones.
Just a second, so I see the power count because.
Yeah, that's what we need to look at, really, is the power count. It's 21 powers to 22 skulls to 27 double skulls. That's actually... It felt like a lot of powers.
I think they just sort of occurred. There was a lot of 2-die blocks, right? And if one of them is a POW and one of them is a skull, that still is even in terms of, you know, POWs and skulls. But if you pick the one you want, right? So having the POWs spread out amongst multiple blocks make it feel like there are more POWs than there might necessarily have been.
Maybe, yeah. I kind of see where you're coming from with that. And I have to say, the explosion of damage was literally almost entirely locked down to the first 2 turns. And then, like, nothing. You've almost got to feel like Andy got off... It sounds weird to say lightly.
I think he's probably going to re-roll the team anyway, so it's not like it matters too much.
No, but I mean, as far as the game itself and the details of the game, it almost feels like Andy got off lightly with the damage, given that the killer literally killed one person once and then did nothing for the entire rest of the game.
Boyz, I know that feel. All too well.
That's my opinion anyway. But Andy played well. He played a little bit Andy, I've got to say.
I mean, it is Andy. If you expect anyone to play Andy, it's probably Andy.
I think it was a little bit too much greed on the surfing. But I think Igren played very, very well. I was quite pleased to see that.
It was a good game.
He should have definitely fouled the witch when he had the chance.
I think so too, yeah.
But anyway, that's that, ladies and gentlemen. That is the only Rebel playoff today. The next one is actually coming... Yeah, you're right, Steve. Sorry, Jeff. It was very much about the babe. The next one's actually Raven.
America.
Yeah. But,
I am so hyped. 9 hours time. This one, I believe.
I am asleep because it's like...
Come on, commit.
3 a.m. for me that it starts.
It starts at 11 p.m. my time, so I'll be watching it.
It's Ravenpaw versus Lazarus Diggs. It is Goblins versus yet more Nurgle. And there's a Strength 6 Beast on the field, so that'll be something to watch. Yeah, Igrin, we very much did. Well played, man.
Yeah. We were definitely entertained, man. It was a great game.
Definitely should have fouled the witch, though. The dirty player is not a passing skill, just so we're clear. No offense. Right, I want to say a big thank you to my guests here, Mr. Steak Mittens. First time casting with you, it was a genuine pleasure, my friend.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here. It was fun.
And Mr. XS, it's always a good time, dude.
Yeah, always a pleasure, man. Blood Bowl is just so awesome to just to be able to cast and watch it. And it's playoffs, man. There's no bad games this season, well, at all, really.
I've had a really good round so far. I have to say, I'm very, very pleased with how it's panned out. I haven't seen a particularly bad game. I mean, there's been some mental games. Let's not pretend. Looking right directly at Gengar there. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for stopping by, hanging out. If you've got a follow and you haven't used it, please do follow. If you've got a Twitch Prime sub, we accept those too. Otherwise, we'll see you real soon. I think I'm casting my next game tomorrow. I believe it's Animal Farm I'm casting, which is about 2 hours, 1 day and 2 hours from now. So check that out. That'll be fun. Not Animal Farm, it's the other one. Animal Farm played yesterday, didn't we?
The Famine was played yesterday, right?
Le Gland Bleu versus Infection Inc. I'm casting tomorrow at 7 o'clock, so it would be...
That's,
Thessa versus Infection Inc. is my fellow Nurgle brother. It's Infinite Pink.
Oh, Nurgle. Yeah.
There's a lot of this is the season of Nurgle playoffs, dude. But yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play you out. That will be 25 hours from now. We'll be casting that one on this channel. So I hope to see you all then. Take care, stay classy, and enjoy the hype video one last time. Because you're not going to see this very much longer, but there will be a new one coming.
Stop teasing me.
370 coaches entered REBBL Season 8, the biggest season on record. Now, just 61 remain, all with their eyes on one prize. After a grueling season, their biggest challenge now lies ahead of them.
Oh, Nemo, no! Nemo! You were the chosen one!
Over the next 6 weeks, prepare to experience the highs and the lows of Knockout Blood Bowl. Drama is guaranteed. Welcome to the place where heroes are born. Welcome to the place where legends are made.
Yasin scores!
You've done it!
Welcome to the REBBL Playoffs.
Belt dodge. Boy's dead! And Stinger Bell is dead as well! Kool-Aid Convoy's team is falling to pieces.
Whoa! Fillet me gnome!
Why would you offer the skin? It's a skin!
Unbelievable, Jeffrey!
This is so tense! 2+ pickup fails! New Year Norse are the champions.